Welcome. President Hichilema touches down in Eastern Province as 15 MPs declare support for a 2026 bid. Chipata, Eastern Province, February 28, 2026. Zambia's President Hakainde Hichilema made a high-profile arrival in the Eastern Province on Saturday, drawing enthusiastic crowds ahead of the much-anticipated Nc'wala Traditional Ceremony. What began as a cultural visit quickly turned into a politically significant moment, as 15 members of parliament publicly declared their support for Hichilema's 2026 presidential bid, signaling momentum for the incumbent as the general election approaches in August. The rich heritage of the Nc'wala Traditional Ceremony. The Nc'wala Traditional Ceremony is one of Zambia's most iconic cultural festivals, celebrated annually on the last Saturday of February by the Ngoni people of Eastern Province, particularly around Tengulini village near Chipata. It is a Thanksgiving event that honors the first harvest of the season, expresses gratitude to God and ancestors, and reinforces social and cultural bonds among the Ngoni community. Historical roots and meaning. The Ngoni trace their origins to the Zulu nation of southern Africa, migrating across the region in the 19th century. Their warlike heritage, perseverance, and communal resilience are deeply embedded in the ceremony's rituals. Originally suppressed during colonial times due to its martial symbolism, the event was revived in 1980 by Paramount Chief Bazini III, becoming a vibrant celebration of identity and continuity. Core rituals and activities. First fruits and blessings. Selected harvest produce, including maize, pumpkins, and sugarcane, is presented to the Paramount Chief, Nkosi Nkosi. In a solemn ritual called Malumo, the chief tastes the first food of the season, symbolically dedicated to spiritual ancestors and blessing it for communal consumption. Traditional dances and warrior displays. The ceremony features Ngoni war dances, drums, songs, and cultural performances that vividly recall the community's martial past. Men in traditional regalia perform energetic movements with spears and shields, while women ululate and clap rhythmically in joyous celebration. Sacred bull ritual. A central moment is the ritual slaughter of a black bull, whose blood the chief drinks, a traditional act symbolizing unity between the land, its people, and their spiritual custodians before the community begins its harvest feast. Contemporary evolution. In recent years, the Nc'wala occasion has grown to include associated cultural exhibitions, museum visits, and broader tourism engagement, attracting Zambians from across the country, as well as international visitors. The ceremony has even been expanded into a multi-day festival featuring reenactments of historic Ngoni migrations and celebratory carnivals, a testament to its evolving cultural prominence. Cultural significance in national life. For the Ngoni people, Nc'wala is more than an annual festivity. It is a powerful assertion of identity, continuity, and community cohesion. The festival binds generations together, reminding participants of their ancestors' journeys and sacrifices while celebrating the fruits of today's labor. Today, the event also serves as a bridge between tradition and contemporary engagement. Development organizations, civil society groups, and government agencies often use the occasion to promote public health, education, and social programs, embedding modern outreach into cultural platforms. A broader political platform. Hichilema's leadership over the past 4 years has centered on economic stability, governance reforms, and social policy delivery, themes that form the backbone of his 2026 campaign message. His government has spotlighted achievements such as expanding education access with free schooling and bursaries, increasing investment in public services, and significantly boosting local development funds to constituencies across the country. These reforms are cast as tangible examples of generational change for ordinary Zambians. Beyond service delivery, economic policy has also been a cornerstone. Hichilema's administration negotiated major debt restructuring under international frameworks, which helped stabilize Zambia's finances after a period of fiscal strain and high inflation inherited from previous administrations. These efforts have been tied to increased investor confidence and economic fundamentals, selling points for voters concerned about long-term growth prospects. The president's engagement with youth has also been strategic. Outreach to students and young citizens, including meetings where he received endorsements from various student bodies, reinforces his message of empowerment and opportunities for the next generation through skills training and education support programs. Political and institutional context ahead of 2026. As the August general election draws near, national election dynamics highlight both support and controversy. 1. Constitutional amendments and parliamentary changes. In late 2025, Hichilema signed into law constitutional reforms that expand the number of parliamentary seats and adjust constituency boundaries. While the government argues these changes improve representation, especially for women, youth, and persons with disabilities, critics claim the timing and implementation could strengthen the incumbent's advantage in the 2026 elections. 2. Calls for peaceful elections amid tension. Political competition has intensified, with disagreements over constitutional amendments, protests planned by civil society groups, and heated rhetoric from various parties. The president has publicly warned against politically motivated unrest, stressing law and order as part of his campaign for unity and democratic stability. 3. Endorsements and cross-party backing. Beyond the Eastern Province MPs, some political formations previously aligned with other blocs, such as the rebranded Movement for Multi-Party Democracy, now the New Nation Party, have thrown support behind Hichilema's re-election push, reinforcing a perception of broadening alliances ahead of the polls. How this aligns with national strategy. Hichilema's campaign strategy seems to weave together governance track record, economic stewardship, grassroots mobilization, and broad political outreach. By engaging with traditional and youth constituencies, bolstering social programs, and framing his presidency as one of inclusive progress, he aims to reinforce voter confidence and position himself as Zambia's leader of continuity into 2026. However, the broader political environment, including debates over election credibility, constitutional changes, and opposition concerns about political space, will shape how these dynamics play out at the polls later this year. Observers say these factors will be critical in determining whether legislative endorsements, like the recent show of support in Eastern Province, translate into tangible electoral success. Thanks for watching. For more content like this, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. One Zambia, one nation, one people.